We go over from the Kraken affiliate teams to the major junior teams around the area, starting off with our Seattle Thunderbirds, who had a decent start as well to the season, but have really come down to earth. And you're seeing with such a young team, seeing the inconsistency, seeing some of the struggles, seeing some of the growing pains that can be self-evident with this group. November 21st at the Tri-City Americans, in the first of 4 games over the past week for the Thunderbirds, was a shutout loss in Tri-City, so no player of the game there. They come back home to play Kelowna on the 22nd. They win this game in a tight 2-0 shutout. Our player of the game, goaltender Scott Ratsey, 19 saves on the game. Obviously, no goals allowed. That's a shutout. It's his 50th career win and his 7th all-time clean sheet. Nice there, with such a young group in front of Scott. And Scott's still growing himself. It's kind of been tough to judge Ratzlaff. He's been playing a hell of a game, but the score doesn't always reflect that. Um, and it's tough to put a lot of blame on Scott. So nice to see him get the shutout there. They continue it. It's a short 2-game homestand. The Thunderbirds lose on the 24th to the Saskatoon Blades by a score of 1-3. Our player of the game forward, Antonio Martirana. Martirana has been having a hell of a season so far. He gets the lone goal for Seattle there on one shot. To wrap up the week, the Thunderbirds were in Kelowna. It's the first of a lot of games at the end of November and the beginning of December for Seattle against Kelowna and the Rockets. November 25th at Kelowna was a 2-4 loss. Our player of the game, defenseman Sawyer Minio, the Canucks draft pick, with 1 goal, a 1 plus minus, and 7 shots. That's largely told the story with the Thunderbirds. It's a young team. They're making mistakes. They're certainly learning from them. And you're seeing the growing pains, the inconsistency from them. They'll show a lot of good. There's a lot of good on this team, but still a lot to grow from, a lot to learn from. Also dealing with injuries. Jordan Gustafson had just come back. Grayson Sauchin had just come back. Nico Mijatovic is working back. And that last game against Kelowna, they didn't have any of them. So those 3 notable players out for Seattle, still dealing with injuries. Sauchin had just come back from injury, and he's still dealing with stuff there. Gustafson had come back as well, still looking for his first goal of the season. So hopefully getting those back sooner rather than later for the Seattle team as they grow and learn from these some of these tough games. And team-related notes, continuing with that TSN Top 50, former Thunderbird defenseman and current Chicago at the NHL level defenseman Kevin Korchinski was named as the 37th player of 50 in TSN's Top 50 under 24 players. So hats off to Kevin there. He's currently with the top power play unit on Chicago there and sitting on their second defenseman pairing. Also, on the 27th, the team signed goaltender Grayson Malinowski to a WHL scholarship and development agreement. The 16-year-old is from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. He currently sports a 2.29 GAA and a .934 save percentage through 9 games in the, bear with me, SMAAAHL. Ooh. So the Thunderbirds sit at a 10-10 record. Oh, no, that's right. I'm sorry. They've only got 1 game coming up over the next week, pardon me. Wow. The Thunderbirds only have 1 game coming up over the next week. English. The 10-10 Thunderbirds with 21 points, 6th in the U.S. Division, 8th in the Western Conference, host the Kelowna Rockets. Yes, the Kelowna Rockets, December 2nd, with a 6:05 p.m. puck drop at the Showare Center. This is the Thunderbirds teddy bear toss game, so it'll be fun to see all the bears fly in there. Hopefully, it's early on, so they can get that out of the way. Hopefully, it doesn't take a while to launch those bears.